Marvel Rivals is always releasing amazing skins, from iconic comic suits like Superior Iron Man to Captain America's OG suits, and then there's Spider-Man getting every single skin imaginable. And even though we have gotten so many iconic comic suits in Marvel Rivals, I think Marvel Rivals has yet to release Marvel skins that would break everyone's wallet because of how iconic they are and how awesome they would be to rock in the game. I would make millions of dollars if some of these iconic Marvel suits ever released, since apparently it is speculated that the summer event skins in Marvel Rivals made over millions of dollars. So imagine if they released the most legendary superhero suits in Marvel history into Marvel Rivals. They would definitely make over $1 million as well. First off, if we're talking about skins that would break the game, we of course have to talk about the poster child of Marvel in general, that being Spider-Man. Now I know Spider-Man already has like thousands of skins in Marvel Rivals already, but I still believe we have yet to see Marvel Rivals release Spider-Man's real moneymaker skins. Like giving Spider-Man more of his movie suits, like a Tobey Maguire suit, or even the black Tobey Maguire suit would all sell millions. Or even if you release the TASM 2 suits, that would also go nuclear for Marvel Rivals bank accounts and would make everyone broke in an instant, since even non-Spider-Man players would buy these skins, since these suits are too tough and are all so nostalgic because everyone grew up on these iconic superhero suits. But if they didn't want to drop movie suits for Spider-Man, there's so many other suits that could drop that would make everyone go bankrupt. Like imagine Marvel Rivals dropping a Spider-Man 2099 suit or Miles Morales suit as a skin for Spider-Man. That would be an automatic millions of dollars for Marvel Rivals. And I know a lot of people would rather have Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2099 as their own individual characters separate from the original Spider-Man, but there is no denying if these characters were skins instead for Spider-Man, they would sell millions and everyone would definitely buy these skins in an instant and would sell better than any other Marvel Rivals skin ever released. But moving on from Spider-Man, because you know he is a cheat code when it comes to printing money with his skins, let's talk about other Marvel Rivals skins that could possibly break the game if they were ever released. Let's look at the other Marvel cheat code, the Avengers. First off, some of these Avengers heroes barely have any skins. It took months for Hulk to get another skin, and don't get me wrong, all of his skins that do release are pretty peak, even his most recent one, the Maestro skin. But you know, from besides Captain America and Iron Man, these Avenger heroes are barely getting any skins. So an easy moneymaker for these Avenger skins would of course give us the classic Avengers suits. We have already gotten Cap's OG suit, but we still need Hawkeye in his purple outfit. We still need Iron Man's retro outfit. I was thinking more of the 90s because I don't want to go too far back where you know he's just in a tin suits. And of course, finally, then give us Thor's more classic suit from Avengers 1 since we already got his really OG suits. And finally, give us the Black Widow suit with, you know, all black leather. And Hulk, you know, he doesn't really need a classic suit, you know, his original design is pretty classic. But that's an easy layup for the Avengers. But if we really had to pull into the bag for Avenger skins that would make millions, we gotta look at Iron Man suits. Because Iron Man has so many iconic suits that we could release a skin every single week for him and we would still have hundreds of skins to go through. The first skin that comes to my mind that would make millions of dollars would of course be his Mark III suit, which is his most iconic suit ever since it is the one he wears the most in Iron Man 1. And he is just straight aura farming in the suit, so a lot of people would have so much nostalgia for the suit and the suit would easily make millions of dollars for Marvel Rivals. And I think another suit that would also be pretty tough that's from the movies would of course be the suitcase suits. But I believe that there is still one suit that I have yet to release that would sell the most out of any Iron Man suit ever, and that suit would be infamous Iron Man suits. Like this suit is probably a top 3 Iron Man suit ever created because it both mixes Iron Man's tech and Doctor Doom's cloak, which is probably one of Marvel's 2 most iconic characters, and would be perfect to release around Avengers Doomsday since the actor of Iron Man is playing Doctor Doom after all, and would be perfect to release the skin for that movie. And I know a lot of people would say, well, this skin would be more for Doctor Doom if he ever released as a character, but this skin is called Infamous Iron Man, so I would say give it to Iron Man rather than Doctor Doom. And plus, you know, Doctor Doom has so many other great skins that he can pull from, and he doesn't really necessarily need this suit. And if they ever did release this Infamous Iron Man suit, it would sell millions and would be the skin everyone rocked when they would play Iron Man, since it's just too tough not to wear. But moving outside of the Avengers, we have to talk about the other Marvel superhero group that would make millions if they released iconic skins, and that group of course is the X-Men. Now we already have so many goated X-Men skins like the OG Phoenix look, so many goated Storm looks, and of course we have a bunch of Gooner skins with Emma, Psylocke, and Magic, but I still believe that they're missing out on an untapped gold mine with Wolverine skins. Since he is one of Marvel's most iconic superheroes, he is in the big 3 of Marvel characters, that being Spider-Man, Hulk, and of course Wolverine. And unlike Hulk and Spider-Man both having so many goated skins, Wolverine is still lacking a lot of his most iconic comic book looks. Like we have still yet to get his OG brown and yellow look, which looked amazing when it showed up in the few seconds in Deadpool Wolverine, so I can only imagine how amazing it would look in Marvel Rivals. Not to mention all the other skins he could get that would make everyone go broke, like giving us an X-Force suit, which would be so tough to wear. Then we have the Ultimate Wolverine suit, the one with the face mask that is all black and red, which would be so tough and would be an easy money glitch for Marvel Rivals. But they could also go more of the movie route, giving us skins like Old Man Logan, his leather outfit from the original X-Men trilogy. Even though I'm not a big fan of these leather suits, a lot of people have nostalgia for these outfits. Or you can give us a Bone Claw skin for Wolverine, with the wife beater from X-Men Origins. All of these skins would all make bank for Marvel Rivals, and all these skins I would love to see released in this game. But for right now, Marvel Rivals seems to be more focused on giving Magic and Psylocke their 100th Gunnar skin, which I can't complain because I do be buying them as well. Like that Y2K Magic skin is pretty tough, I would definitely get it if the Doctor Strange skin didn't release with it. That skin is also so tough as well. But some other skins that would make bank would be from other fan favorite Marvel heroes. Like Daredevil is a prime example who came out recently that I can't wait to see what they do with his skins in the future. Like hopefully we get the homemade black suit with the black mask and the ropes around his fists. Would be so tough to use and I would never take it off if they ever release. Like Daredevil has worn the suit in some of his most iconic moments in the MCU show, like defeating Fisk and of course his hallway fight scene. So for me it would be an instant buy because it's just too clean not to wear. But some other easy money makers for Daredevil suits would of course be his classic suit or the classic suit version but in black. But one suit that would go crazy and would be kind of a niche hit and would kind of be an elite ball knowledge pick would of course be one of the most recent iconic Daredevil outfits, that being the white suits, which is just super clean looking and would perfectly fit into the Marvel Rivals because this version of the white Daredevil outfit, he also has powers where his horns are glowing white and his batons are glowing white. And personally, if they made this a legendary skin where the flame effects instead of being red, it was white, would honestly go crazy and so many people would buy it because of that just small little detail. Then we have other Marvel heroes where they're honestly just holding the red button waiting to press it to easily make $1 million, and there's no better case than this than Iron Fist because he's a hero that Marvel Rivals had just been waiting to press the red button on dropping his most iconic skin ever that would easily sell $1 million, that being his Danny Rand outfit. Like people have been begging for a classic Danny Rand outfit since the game dropped in season 0, and the closest we have ever gone to a classic Danny Rand outfit is the Eye of Agamotto skin. But giving us the classic skin would honestly be so crazy with the black tattoo and the yellow flames instead of the green one that would change the VFX in the game, would honestly be so peak, and so many people would want to play the Danny Rand Iron Fist more than they would want to play the Lin Lee Iron Fist because so many people just think this Danny Rand version looks too clean and is the one most people know. And you can go with so many classic Danny Rand outfits, more of the modern design where the dragon chest symbol is more on his suits, but there's so many classic Danny Rand outfits that you can go with that I honestly wouldn't complain with any of them. And speaking of more classic skins, we also need to give Black Panther his cape back because every time Black Panther has his cape, it just gives him a plus 100% aura boost. And also giving him all of his gold jewelry would just perfectly fit into the King of Wakanda aesthetic. Like even though he sucks in the game right now, at least make him suck in style. You could also give us some of his more movie outfits from the MCU, which would also be super cool, like giving us a Killmonger outfit, either the one with the armor, or you can give us the shirtless one with all the marks of all of his skills, would also be so tough. Or you can give us the Civil War skin, which is Black Panther's best skin in the MCU. Both of these skins would go so crazy. And I think Marvel Rivals just in general is missing out on so much money by not releasing more MCU skins right now. Like we honestly don't get too many movie skins and just MCU skins in general. Like everyone always brings up how insane giving us the MCU Winter Soldier suits would go crazy, and I would definitely have to agree. That skin would sell millions because of how OP Bucky is and how amazing this suit looks, and it's definitely a top 5 MCU suit of all time. But giving us other MCU skins like MCU Magic, the Anya Taylor-Joy look, even though that movie sucked, a lot of people like this look, or the MCU Star-Lord look from Guardians 1, or giving us Thor's Infinity War suits, or even his Ragnarok suit would all be so peak because a lot of people love these Thor suits. All of these skins would be infinite money glitches for Marvel Rivals, and I honestly don't know why they're not releasing more of them. Because for right now, it seems Marvel Rivals has decided to go more of, the more original route with these skins by creating their own original skins, because that seems to be more of their design philosophy when releasing these skins. And even though they have cooked with a lot of these original designs, like I recently glazed how amazing Daredevil 2099 suit looked, and pretty much all of the other 2099 redesigns all look amazing as well. And they definitely cooked with the Malice redesign since, this suit was never iconic before this release, and it's now one of Invisible Woman's most iconic looks in general, so much so that the actor of Invisible Woman says she wants to play Malice one day. That is how how iconic this skin has reached just because of the redesign they made in Marvel Rivals. And even though they've been redesigning skins, they've gone even more extreme by releasing skins that are also inspired by popular video game characters, like giving us a Gambit skin that looks like Ezio from Assassin's Creed, which when I first saw the skin, I thought it was so amazing since Assassin's Creed 2 is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed game of all time. As well as they also released this Wolf Wolverine skin that looks so much like Akuma from Street Fighter, which is the Street Fighter character with the most aura, besides obviously my goat Ken. But I do kind of hope we get more comic book looks and more movie looks in the future, since as a fan of the movies and comics in general, I just love seeing these cool iconic versions of superheroes come to life in Marvel Rivals, and for me to play as them is just so much fun. Like when the What If Ultron skin dropped, I was so hyped because it was my most anticipated skin in Marvel Rivals in general, and was the skin I wanted most for Ultron when he first got announced. And trust me, once I grind to get this What If Ultron skin, I will be playing my Lord Ultron just to rock the skin, even if he's complete dog water right now. So rip the elo for anyone who queues up on my team, because I'm going down in style with this What If Ultron skin. But let me know what skin you would love to see drop in Marvel Rivals, and let me know personally what skin that you believe, if ever released, would easily make millions of dollars. Leave that down in the comments below, and don't forget to hype this video and like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, so it would be very much appreciated. And I hope to see you guys next time. Later, hater. Peace.